ready?
Yes.
All right, first chorus. Here we go.
Today I felt you slip away, away, so close. Then started thinking about your name, your name.
All right, so Maggie's gotten done recording. We're gonna go back through and listen. So just to reiterate what those signal chains were, Maggie's out there recording when she was going through the SM7A and the SM7B. The output of the microphone was going into a cloud lifter, which then fed the wall. I'm coming out of the patch bay directly into a Neve 1081, and that output is going straight into Pro Tools. We're bypassing no EQ, no compression. We're trying to keep this as straightforward as we possibly can. Once we get to the SM7dB, because it has an internal preamp stage, which is a cloud, we have it boosted by the plus 28 dB setting. Because that's so hot, we had to back down the 1081 by 2 clicks, so we took 10 dB off of the Neve 1081 to try to gain match those as close as possible. So now that we've gotten through that, let's go ahead and listen. Real quick, I just want to do a real quick comparison going between the DB and the B, because to me, there are more similarities in those two, whereas the SM7A, to my ear and here at least, was strikingly different. So let me real quick just kind of go between those, the SM7B and the SM7dB, just to see if what I'm hearing, I'm tricking myself, or if there really is no difference at all. So I'm gonna start with the DB and let it go for one pass through this one vocal line, and then I'm gonna switch to the B and vice versa. So it's DB first and then B.
So I'll try to let go of the things I don't know, even though it isn't easy for me. So I'll try to let go of the things I don't know, even though it isn't easy for me. So I'll try to let go of the things I don't know, even though it isn't easy for me. So I'll try to let go of the things.
All right, so there are differences in those. And man, like, if we're talking about what we think those differences came from, that's probably a larger conversation that may be over my head technically. But I know Shure has said multiple times on their website, through their literature, that there is no different in the cartridge element and in the components that are occurring within the mic. But I hear a definite difference. I don't know if you guys hear the difference, but hopefully it's coming through when you're listening on your home system. It might not come through if you're listening on an iPhone, that kind of thing. Which is also honestly probably why this is a very popular mic for podcasting and whatnot, because it's going to sound through iPhone speakers pretty similar. But on a setup here with external speakers, man, there was a clear difference. The 7A tended to have some more presence to it, and it was much more pleasing to my ear. Now, whether that's coming from age of the microphone, we could get into possibly construction of it back 24 years ago when that debuted in 1999. So for my ear in this particular application, and maybe the caveat is being with this particular singer, because that can change the frequency response of the microphone and how it sits. But with her in this track, in this case, my choice preference would be the SM7A, for the sole reason that I'm probably not going to have to do as much processing, and it's got a nice presence to it. How that's coming about, I'm not sure, but yeah, my money on this one is the 7A.